All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Austin Armadillos and the Brooklyn Beats. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Single. 84. Who's got 84?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Fires the mic.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. Throw left side complete. That's Gregory. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check Mike 54. Recon 132 fighter. Let's go.
2nd and 2. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Hey, Alpha. Look at me, zipper.
7's a Mike.
Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. But they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go. 60 out low. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, go. Go.
Right there. 54, right there, right
Now.
Operating from the gun. Stanley. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo.
It's our time.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
7, Mike, 7. Here we go, here we go.
Ready, go.
Time is a run. Here we go, here we go.
Let go.
On third down, Stanley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that one's complete to Gurley.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's get it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Championship, baby.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Yep.
Ringo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm going to come back to you. Tighten up.
And they give this time to the tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
It's free. Come on. 57's mic. Mic 57.
Let's set a tone.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Quick hitter here, it's complete. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're running it. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Bird. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch him.
They go play action with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. On your team. Pilot, 64, weak.
Slam. Check 99.
Go.
Motion. Mike Sparks.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Shoot. Hey.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mike 7.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Tevins and Mike.
Check Mike. Shoot.
On 3rd and 2, Stanley. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come, baby. Woo!
Shut up.
Now Gurley.
Check 50.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6.
I got you, boy.
Sit up.
Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, Delta.
So don't say nothing. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
That's good for a Brooklyn first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Hey, orbit.
Mike 5.
Watch the slit. Watch the X3. 218, chopper.
Check nickel. Big edge.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Smooth.
54. Mike's 54. Nice, sweetheart.
Now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now.
Don't let him breathe.
Let go.
from the gun. Stanley. Over the middle, complete. It's Gregory. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Good job, fellas.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
's the mic. Watch 57.
You ain't going nowhere.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Jackson operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Ready. AT Gator. Double. SOS. Blue draw Corker.
SOS. Alert 3. Check.
Hey, Jet, get it.
Gurley. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Out, 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 out. Gone. Deep grip.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson now. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will have a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
High 7. Go.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Mike spot 4. Mike.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. And his throw is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Seven's a Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the gun, Stanley. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on that play.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's going to be a long day.
Yes, yes.
Mike 7. Mike 7. Twitch.
Bravo.
7's a Mike. You're trash. You're trash. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Stanley. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
We go. 90 Wolf.
Watch the safety creep. Watch the edge. Kill, 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 kill.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Let's go, D.
Let's go.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. The 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
They run. It's Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Finds the mic. Finds the mic. Record, record.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's more on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
80 weapon. Hey, exit.
5, Mike 5. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 5, Mike 5. Don't get nervous.
Let's go.
2nd and 6.
Second turn, defense. Second turn, defense. Let's go.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Jim.
Hey!
That's me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Greystone, travel. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 10. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be...
Now it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
On the set. 50 seconds to Mike.
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Out. 3 down.
General West.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check 52.
Hatchet. Check 50.
Deep rip.
They try right side here. Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight ends Ringo. Hey.
61. Matchbox lights. Kill. 5.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Down. 15 line.
Back.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Stanley. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 3. Watch it.
Look. Squeeze.
Safety's creeping. Bang.
Now it's Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards on the pickup there. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Watch the run.
Hey, Echo.
Baby, that's a baby shot. My five. Wild Bill. My 5.
On first down, Stanley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stanley. It's complete to Hopkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
At the 6-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
It's just me and you. Kill.
Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Ready.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
No. Off.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
Let's go.
Snap.
Operating from the gun. Stanley looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
You got tight right there. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
6, go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And some room to the Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. And touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Come on, fellas.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Time to go, night.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Jackson now, operating from the gun. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Check 13. Check 13.
Shift.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Now watch run. Hey, check.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Ready, 4, Mike 4.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now it's Wilson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
I like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
That's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Today's final
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.